Hello all and welcome to Bite Size Insight. This is your 8th lecture on the playlist of pre-calculus. In this video, I will introduce you to the interval notations and how to apply them in sign diagrams. So, let's get started. The set notation that I have introduced you to takes a little bit of getting used to and probably looks like a foreign language. There is a very easy way of describing lots of real numbers using interval notation. Now, if I take, for example, the set of real numbers such that x is greater than 3, so if I draw a real number line and find the number 3 and see all the numbers that are greater than 3 but not including 3, so all the numbers that are greater than 3 but not including 3, so I will put a little circle about 3 to exclude it. Now imagine covering the whole real line all the way towards right, towards infinity. We will get an infinite interval to the right denoted by 3, infinity. If I want to write the solution set, that will become x is an element of R such that x is greater than 3. And in interval notation, it will become round bracket 3, infinity. These brackets are called round brackets and it is excluding 3. We also have exclude infinity because infinity, that's not a number. Now there are several possibilities in interval notations. First, close bracket notation. Suppose I draw a number line and take 2 points A and B. Circle them and fill the circles. So this will become x is an element of R such that A is less than equal to x less than equal to B. If we want to capture all the numbers between A and B including B, that comes under close bracket notation and it is represented as close bracket A, B. So these close bracket implies all the numbers lies between A and B including A and B. Second, we have round bracket notation. Suppose again taking the number line, 2 random points A and B. If I circle them and do not fill the circle, that implies I am taking all the points between A and B excluding A and B and it is represented as A, B, where this A and B where these round brackets indicates that I am taking all the numbers between A and B, all the real numbers between A and B excluding A and B, and we can write its solution set such that x is an element of R such that A is less than x less than B. Now there are third type of interval notations known as mixed interval notations. For example, again I take a number line, take 2 points A and B. Suppose I circle A completely and just circle B, not fill it. So I can say if I take all the numbers between A and B from this side to this side, we include A and exclude B. So here we include A, that is cross bracket, and we exclude B, that is round bracket. So it implies on the number line, if we are taking all the real numbers between A and B, we are including A and excluding B. Or in terms of set notation, I can write this as x is an element of R such that A is less than equal to x less than B. Now let's look at some more examples. So let me take an example. Suppose I have a number line and I take a number B and I exclude it and then go all the way to infinity. How I am going to write this in interval notation? So I am excluding B, so there should be an round bracket and I am going all the way towards infinity, so infinity. Now infinity is not a number, so we have to exclude it, so this will be something like this. Now take another example. Again I take a number line, again I take a point B in it. Now this time I include the B and go all the way towards infinity. Now this will become close bracket B because we are including B, comma infinity, and then again round bracket because infinity is not a number. Now let me take one more couple of more examples. Again I take a number line, I take a point A in it, and this time I exclude A and go all the way towards negative infinity, implies left side of the number line. So I will be writing something like this. I am basically approaching this side, but I have to actually write coming from the right side of the number line. So I will write minus infinity. I have to exclude minus infinity because that's also not a number, and then A, and also exclude A because we are excluding A in our example. Now suppose instead of excluding A, I include A. So I have to encircle this, and I again going towards minus infinity. So what will be the interval notation? It will be minus infinity, comma A. Now suppose I take a number line, and I can go like anywhere from this number line, like this and this. I am covering like whole of the ground, like all real numbers. So how I'm going to write the interval notation for it? It will be just simply minus infinity to infinity. Now you can see we just proceed from left side and go all the way towards right. So we are starting from minus infinity and going all the way towards infinity, and we have to enclose it in round brackets because they both are not numbers. So now let's apply interval notation to sign diagrams. Let me change my sheet. You remember the sign diagram of x plus 1, x minus 3 from previous videos. It's like the most general example we have been discussing throughout this playlist. Now if I recall the sign diagram, I'm just plotting it right away. So if you have really any doubts still how I am plotting this sign diagram, you can visit our previous lectures. So x, this is x plus 1, x minus 3, then minus 1 and 3, and what we were getting is plus, minus, plus. And I have also write the solution set in our previous videos. So the solution sets were respectively for both where our inequality was greater than 0, and also we have written the solution set for the inequality where our inequality holds for less than 0. So that was x belong to R such that x plus 1, x minus 3 is less than 0. So this was the solution set. So how do we write the solution set in terms of interval notations? So as you can see in this solution set, I am referring to the section where our inequality is less than 0. So I am particularly referring to this section. Now how to write this section in interval notation? So I can write it like minus 1, comma 3. Now the question arises whether I should use closed interval or open interval in this particular situation. So as you can see, minus 1 and 3 both are roots and both are equal to 0. So at these particular points we are getting 0, and 0 is neither positive nor negative. So here we cannot include minus 1 and 3. So we have to exclude them, and in order to exclude them we have to provide an round bracket for them. Now moving forward, what if I have to write the interval notations for these two particular regions where our inequality is greater than 0? Now in set notations I will usually write x is an element of R such that x plus 1, x minus 3 is greater than 0. Now this is the set notation, and it is quite easy, or you can say a bit confusing way to write, but if we try to do it in interval notations, it will be quite easy and easy to do. So what we have to do here, we have to cover this region, let me change my pen, we have to cover this region and this region in terms of interval notations. Now one thing is that we cannot include minus 1 and 3. The reason is being stated because at these points our equation was tending to 0 or having 0, and these were the roots. Now we cannot also include minus infinity and infinity because these are not the numbers we include, we exclude them. So it will be if I write the first interval, that will be minus infinity minus 1, and the second interval would be 3 comma infinity. Now we are getting both these intervals. The thing I will do here is put a union sign between them. So what does this union sign do? This actually bounds the two intervals together, showing us that in both the intervals our inequality is greater than 0. So this union symbol is just bounding these two interval notations together. I think this is enough for this video to grasp, and we will sign off now.